Alright, you guys asked for it. I'm gonna show you guys how I do the speed ramp effect in videos. I do this a lot in rap music videos. It's like slow, and then it goes real fast, then it slows down, and then it goes real fast. But in this video, first I'm gonna show you how to film to do the speed ramp effect, and then also we're gonna hop on the computer and I'm gonna show you how to edit to do the speed ramp tutorial. Videography, music video, speed ramp tutorial, coming right up. Welcome to the video.
Cracka Lack on the track. Cracka Lack on the track.
What's up, music entrepreneurs? My name is Cracka Lack. Welcome back to Cracka Lack TV. You guys asked for it. I said if I got 37 comments, I would do this video. So here we are.
If we get 37 comments asking for speed ramp tutorials, I'll make it for you guys.
So I have an artist, B-Lil's here. I'm gonna be doing a scene to finish up a music video of his that we started in Pittsburgh and New York and in Philly. Wrapping it up here in our home, Lansing, Michigan. If you're new to this channel, I used to be an artist myself. I put out over 16 full-length projects where I was making my own beats, recording, mixing, mastering my own songs, doing my own music videos. Throughout that process, I learned how to do all of those behind-the-scenes things, and I realized that being a rapper wasn't for me, and I enjoy doing the behind-the-scenes stuff. So that's what I document and teach on this channel right here. So if any of that interests you, make sure you subscribe and hit the bell to be notified so you don't miss any more good ass content just like this right here. All right, so there's several ways to do the speed ramp video effect, but I'm gonna show you how I like to do it. First and foremost, you need an artist, right? I'm gonna tell the artist he's got a stage of about like this right here. This is your stage, feel free to move forward, move back. Also, since you're gonna be doing slow-mo with it, to make the slow-mo stand out, like some sort of arm movements or walking forward, walking back, turning your side to the camera. The more movements the artist is doing, the cooler it looks when you slow it down and speed it up. All right, so the camera that I use as of today is a Sony a7S II. When I do the speed ramp, like performance shot music video effect, I like to go really wide. So I'm gonna be at 16 millimeter. This is a full frame camera, so it's not cropped in or anything. I always use a gimbal for this shot. I wouldn't say that you have to have a gimbal to do this, but you're probably gonna want a gimbal. It'll look the best if you have a gimbal, something real smooth, because when you slow it down, you don't want it to be shaky or jittery. And when you speed it up, you don't want it to, you know, up and be bad like that. So for my gimbal, my stabilizer, I have a DJI Ronin M. I've had this for about 3 years. If you're interested in one of these, I have a video on my channel, DJI Ronin M, is it really worth it? Check that out. I show you guys like a side-by-side comparison where I'm trying to be as smooth and steady as possible with my elbows tucked, walking on heel toe, and it's a night and day difference comparing like handheld versus the gimbal. I highly recommend this gimbal, but to see it yourself, I'll put a link in the description to check that video out. Now for the camera settings, you wanna make sure you're not filming in 24 frames per second, but 60 frames per second. You can do 120 if you really want to, but I like 60 frames. My camera crops in when I go to 120, so I'll be at 60 frames per second, all the way wide. I got my aperture at 4. To do this, if you're filming at like a 1.8 or something like that, like you gotta open the aperture up more so you don't have that shallow depth of field. Wow, would you look at that? All right, now I'm actually gonna go manual focus, and what I'm gonna do is, let's say I'm gonna start back here and then walk up to him like this. I'm gonna find the middle ground about like right here, and that's where I'm gonna adjust my focus. Now we're good to go.
Flies attacking again?
Yeah, it was trying to go on my nose.
Flies got it out for you or something. It's like they heard what you've been doing to their brothers and sisters.
Oh, I've been f***ing up flies. Trying to kill a fly. Any flies watching this, and watch your back.
Today I got time, cuz.
Big wrong. Yo, he's fast as f***. That's like, did you know I've been killing flies on YouTube? You watch it? Hey, I'm a lucky guy. Me and him were saying like the Cracka Lack effect. Obviously other people done it in the videos, but it's a thing that I like to do a lot in my videos. 2 reasons. One, because I have a really wide lens that can go to 16 millimeter, and then I have a gimbal, and I feel like when you put a wide lens mixed with a gimbal and you do this in and out or kind of going like this around thing to a subject, and when you speed it up, slow it down, it looks dope. But I'm gonna show you another example of just like some random b-roll. I'm gonna get one of these light posts, and I'm probably gonna get this like fence back there, and then we're gonna go back to the house, and I'm gonna show you the editing side of doing the speed ramp. Play so you can get some free promo. All these cars going by. This be live. All right, so I got the frame how I want it. I'm in manual focus. I'm adjusting my focus. Boom, like right here, the shot is in focus. I'm gonna hit record, and I'm gonna go backwards. And I'm gonna go right back to where I just was. That's one simple speed ramp way to film it. Do another one where now I'm gonna make it not so wide, so I'm gonna change it from 16 to 35. And this time I'm gonna do like a round. So instead of just going straight forward, I'm gonna rotate it. One more. You guys enjoying the new content on the channel? Yeah. Hey, you wanna do me a favor and get this video a thumbs up? All right, so I'm back wide again. I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna go towards the fence and then away, and I'm gonna speed ramp this part. But I'll show you how I film it. I'm adjusting my focus, manual focus. Boom, it's good to go. In focus. There's my ISO. All right, it's good. Now I'm gonna back up. Walk towards it. That. So that's kind of like the whole V technique. Go diagonal towards it, diagonal back, and then you speed up that part.
Just curious, man. Who are you, man? Just curious, who are you?
V-Love.
Oh, okay, all right. See, y'all got seen this. I was like, damn, he must be doing it big or something, man. All right, man, I'll take you out though, bro.
Man, he's got some nice hair.
Maybe it's maybe.
All right, you guys, now I'm gonna show you how to edit the footage that we filmed earlier to do the whole speed ramp effect. Let me drag down the first clip. Now let me pull up the song. All right, you guys, now the first thing that I'm gonna do is match the words up with the song. So what I like to do is I like to listen for a part in the beat where the song actually drops. And I can see that the beat drops right there. Listen to the song. Boom, right there. All right, now that I got them synced up, I'm gonna delete the audio from the video track. All right, so how to do the speed ramp. First, make sure your project is 24 frames. As you see right there, bam, 23.976. Again, we filmed this in 60 frames per second, so we're gonna do some slow motion, fast forward type of stuff. And I like to do it with the beat, on the beat, before the beat drops, things like that. So let's just show it. We see the beat drops right there. What I would do is maybe right before the beat drops. And what I did is I split the track right there. I split the track right there. Okay, so we're gonna edit this. Whatever software you use where you change the playback to be slow motion, you want it to play back at 40%. So I'm using Sony Vegas Pro. I'm gonna change it to 40 right there. How I got to this was I right-clicked the track and I went to properties, and then the playback rate, I changed it to 40%. So you'll see it's gonna go from real time, and then right where this line is, where the clip splits, it's gonna start playing slow motion. Right there, you see? Now what you wanna do is right before the beat drops again, fast forward. And then there's one more thing that you do after that. And I'll say one way to kind of ruin the look or make it look amateur is you want the fast forward part to be really short. You don't wanna have a long clip of this fast forward. That looks very amateur stuff, right? So I'm gonna show you what I did here. Right before the beat drops, you can zoom in, zoom out, whatever. Right before the beat drops, I'm gonna split it. So cut the track again. I'm gonna right click it, go to properties. And then now we're gonna change the playback rate to as fast as what you want. And I think it's Sony Vegas. The playback rate is 4 times. So I say 400% speed. And then we're gonna stop right on beat. So we're gonna cut a little bit right after. And we're gonna delete this, move the actual on-time audio. And what you can do is make them overlap a little bit, just like that. Okay, so that was too short. They actually don't like the fade. So normally I would actually go to a different clip. So let's drag a different clip down here. What I did was I muted the audio. So again, you're playing the clip real time, slow motion, and then it's gonna speed up. And then the last thing that I like to do on the fast forward part is I look for a video effects, and I'm gonna do a Gaussian blur, I think is how you say it. Gaussian blur. I made my own preset called Crack Blur. Let's say you drag it on the clip, super, super, super blurry. You wanna just lower it to where it's barely just a tiny bit blurry. Do like 0.01, 0.01, all right? And then let's say I was actually going to have this clip go from fast forward. I'm gonna cut it, right click, go back to the properties, and now play back in real time, right? So we have real time, slow motion, fast forward with a blur, real time. Now when you watch it, it looks like this. Ooh. Speed ramp. And now what you can do is I could slow it down right there again. It looks cool. He's holding the, you know, the fake telephone up to the ear. Right click it, go to properties, playback, 40%, slow motion. So now it looks like this. And then right before the snare hits, we're gonna cut it again. Go to properties, make it fast forward again. So it's playing back at 400%. Then we're gonna cut it again right on the snare, and let's go back into slow motion. So now when you watch it, ooh, then the drum hits again right there. So what I would do, split it, and we're gonna take it from slow motion. Let's play back in real time. Hopefully the words are still on because we didn't take it off too much. Let's let it keep going. And then again, what I would like to do, kind of pay attention to the drum. I can see it kicks right there. So right before that kick, I'm gonna cut it again. We're gonna fast forward 400%, which is just 4.0. Cut it again right as the kick hits. We'll delete the rest of the clip. And then now remember again, whenever I do the fast forward, I like to do the blur. And I saved my own preset. It's called the Crack Blur. I'll drag the Crack Blur onto just that last fast forward clip. So now when you watch it, boom, that's what I would do. And I'll go into the next clip. It's like you slow down and then you end with a fast forward, like get the f out of there. And then go into the next clip. So now let's show one of those B-roll clips that we did. I'm just gonna watch it right now, boom, okay, that's what I did. So what the clip does is I go close to the fence, I turn. So on that turn, there's a motion, and I think it would look really cool if on the turn, it's slow motion. I'll show you what I would do to edit this. So I'm gonna probably start it off with a fast forward. So I'm going to the playback for 400%. Now again, you want to keep the fast forward really short, really quick, like quick fast forward, because if it's too long, again, it's gonna look amateur and not cool. It's not gonna be the cool speed ramp. Boom, just like a quick fast forward. And then let's go back to real time. So I split it, change the playback rate to 1. Okay, and then there's a snare right there I can see. So I'm gonna split it again. And now we're gonna go slow motion, so 0.4. All the speed ramping is you're just making the clip playback from slow motion to real time to fast forward to slow motion, kind of with the beat. So you're cutting it to the beat and fast forward, getting in, getting out, and it looks dope. And again, we gotta add that blur to the fast forward. I just click and drag it down there. Yeah, just slow for a second. We're gonna split it again. Let's go real time. Change the playback rate to 1. So now watch it. And then I actually want to fast forward again right before that kick right there. So we're going to right click it, properties, change the playback rate to 4. Let's fast forward, and then we're going to cut it again right on the kick. Change the playback rate to real time, which is just 1. Again, go back and forth between slow motion, fast forward, real time. There we go. So I'm going to change it. I'm going to put the blur on it. There we go. We'll split it again. Let's do another quick fast forward. Right before the snare comes in, we're gonna go slow motion. So I'm just splitting it again, changing the playback rate to slow it down, slow motion. Watch it now. Bam. Then I'm gonna do another little split. Let's go real time. And then there's the kick. So we're gonna get out of there. But I think it always looks cool right before the beat drops or right before you end that sequence of clips. Just a small split, speed it up, make it go fast forward to get the fuck out of there. Change my playback rate, and now I'm gonna throw a blur on it. So now when we watch this sequence, bam, speed ramp. That's the speed ramp trick. Watch both of these together. There we go. Let's do one more for the hell of it. Drag this B-roll clip down. Okay, all right, so what I did, this is very similar to the fence clip. Walk towards the pole and go up, right? That's it. So that's the clip, normal. But you see all these kicks and snares in the beat, so we should fast forward slow-mo, real time, along with the beat. Right before that snare, I'm choosing to cut it, and we're gonna go slow motion. So real time, cut right there, change it to slow-mo. Yep, and then right before that kick again, we're gonna go quick fast forward, speed. Cut it again right on the kick, and then change the playback from fast forward. So let's go real time. Let's drag that blur on the fast forward to give it some sort of like, it's a motion blur, like speed, slow down. That's what enhances. That's like the secret weapon, cherry on top, ultimate trick to the speed ramp tutorial. Blur, motion blur. Cut it one last time right on the snare. Let's change it to slow motion. Now let's watch it. And right before that last kick, add another cut. Let's go fast forward. Drag the blur on it. Cut it right on beat. And we get the fuck out of there. That's it. Watch everything back together. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. The speed ramp video, music video, tutorial trick. Hope this helped you guys out. Let me know in the comments what other tips, tutorials, questions you guys have that I can cover in future videos. I'll see you guys in the next video. Cracka Lack TV. We out.